There you go. And off we go.
Raoul, darling, we need names.
Raoul. Mavis, nice. I love it.
One.
I love it when we have one player. That is much less work for me. Now type in your name. Okay, you want it.
30 seconds.
When you want to buzz in, hit the letter B. B as in baby beef.
20 seconds.
We need to sweep the stage.
Okay, man.
We got 20.
Ooh, 20 seconds. All right, listen. This couldn't be any simpler. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. Easy. You got it?
10 seconds.
Sure.
9,
And
8,
get rid of the desk
7,
top.
I can't thank
6,
you enough.
Go to
5,
black.
Are you
All right,
God?
we're going.
Why, yes, I
3.
am. Celebrity voice impersonated. Look for the new Bible action figure, Larry the Leper. Parts sold separately.
What is the thing with leprosy and you don't know Jack? I don't understand. All right, folks. Sunshine time.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome, welcome. Hi, hello. This is You Don't Know Jack. I'm Cookie, and you're pathetic. Playing by yourself? Go read a book. Oh, all right, whatever. This is it? Just you? Well,
Yeah,
I get
you're-
paid no matter what. Okay, let's
You know what,
try.
man? You need to hush your mouth.
All right, hit me. Coming at you, Bob Eubanks School of Alternate Curse Words. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, remember that show, The Newlywed Game, where the couples get points for giving the
Absolutely.
same answer to a question? Well, imagine you're a guest. Suppose that you respond to a question about your first date with your spouse by saying, "He gave me a bachelor's button." What answer should your loved one give to make a match? I brought her a flower, we made whoopee, I shared my dinner with her, or I gave her jewelry.
I think it would be a flower.
A bachelor's button is otherwise known as a cornflower. A bachelorette's button is a completely different game show. Okay, I need a category. And this one is Saturday morning worship. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If the religious philosophy called transcendental meditation were to be incorporated into a new cartoon, what might be the name of the show's lead character? Winnie the Buddha, L. Ron Mother Hubbard, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi Bear, or Reverend Sun Myung Spider Moon?
That would be Maharishi.
The Indian Maharishi Mahesh Yogi founded the Transcendental Meditation religion.
Now repeat this mantra. I will not steal picnic baskets. I will not steal picnic baskets.
Ranger Brown will not listen to you.
This one's called Before We Knew How to Rock or Roll. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Suppose Happy Days have been set in the 1930s rather than the 50s. Considering the popular musical trends of the time, what should the show's theme song have been renamed? Swing Around the Clock, I Want a Rhythm and Blues All Night, That Old Time Folk, or Jailhouse Opera?
Swing around the clock.
In its popularity, especially on the radio, swing music was to the 30s what rock and roll was for the 50s. So Rock Around the Clock would become Swing Around the Clock, and since swing was popular during the Depression era, Happy Days would become really sullen days.
True.
Okay, for the cat- This category's known as Drinking 9 to 5. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Heads up, here it comes. Because its product is least likely to give you a hangover, which company could you drink on the job and not worry about missing work the next day? A vodka importer, a champagne bottler, a whiskey distributor, or a red wine grower?
I think it'd be champagne.
See, now, I could have given you some cash if you picked this. Vodka has the least amount of congeners in it, so drink for drink, vodka is the least likely to give you a hangover. So if you work for an importer of vodka, drink up. But I wouldn't let the boss see those crates of tonic water you have under your desk. Category, please.
Oh, vodka. That was something I had and
For your
would never
enjoyment,
have again.
Wise guys
Period.
and outerwear. How does $2,000 sound? Think fast. When did Al Capone need a Chicago overcoat? When it rained, when he went to jail, when he had sex, or when he died?
When he died.
A Chicago overcoat is gangster slang for a coffin. But Al's wasn't very flattering. It made him look cold and stiff. I need a category.
Alright, folks, number 6 out of 21.
The selection is Pile on Pile. $1,000 at stake on this one. So how come on Gomer Pyle USMC we never saw any secret Marine hazing rituals? I want to know. If Gomer Pyle's troop members had initiated him into the USMC by using Gomer as a bearing pile, what hazing technique would they have used on him? Would they have strapped him to the bottom of a supply truck, buried him waist deep in the ground, made him wrestle incoming recruits, or tested the accuracy of their rifles on him?
I think they had buried him in the ground.
In civil engineering, a bearing pile is a large column sunk into the ground to help support tall buildings. Hey, it could have been a lot worse. The Marines could have used him as a steaming pile.
Ugh.
All right, hit me. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
Gibberish question?
It's time for Flickerish Lesson.
Take a look at your gibberish category. A pirate's to-do list is so tedious. Let's get the ball rolling at 5K for this gibberish question. All right, as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some cash every second and a half. Okay, listen up. What peppy phrase does this rhyme with? Thief, plot, sneer, hit, press me crew. And remember, don't be fooled by the punctuation or that goofy pirate voice.
The Plotsnia hit Presby crew.
First clue, you hear it at high school football games. Ooh, look at those tight ends. You hear it at high school football games being said by cheerleaders.
The Plotsnia hit Presby crew.
Last clue, come on, where's your spirit? Run with it, type in your answer. Well, it's close enough for government work. Unfortunately, I don't work for the government.
Oh.
Haven't you ever heard the cheer?
Thief plots near hit, press me crew.
That was my
That was
favorite
the
cheer.
next line. Come on.
Clean what litter spit, now shop screw.
Okay, pick a category.
We'll call it a date if you can answer question 8.
Say hello to The Old Testament rocks, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. In the Old Testament, the big guy spent a lot of time and energy sending signs to Moses. Suppose the life of Moses were recreated as a live rock concert performance. Which of the following acts would you not see? Moses speaking to the burning Kate Bush, the parting of the Simply Red Sea, Moses naming all of the animals, or a staff turning into a white snake?
That would be Noah that named the animals.
Moses didn't give names to all the animals. That was Adam.
Oh. Adam. My bad.
And Eve, the original sinner, was one of the first to be signed to the Beatles' Apple label. Category, please. Now serving Highway to Nell. This one's worth $1,000. Hey, remember that movie Nell about the wild child with the funky dance moves who sounded kind of funny? Well, when would Nell most likely sound a Nell? When she battles some local thugs, when she swims, when her mother dies, or when she eats a lot of garbanzo beans?
I believe that's when her mother dies.
A knell is the solemn ringing of a bell, usually at a funeral. Of course, she'd have to ring a bell, because she sure as hell couldn't get anybody to understand her.
Wow.
Okay, I need a category. Oh yes, it's time for your fantasies to be realized. You're joining a three-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a three-way like this one. If you buzz in when the correct member of the three-way is lit up, it's $1,000 in the bank. But be wary, it'll cost you $1,000 every time you buzz in and you're wrong. And be careful, individual answers don't necessarily have anything to do with the three-way as a group. So, let's get it on. The category for this little number is, let's settle this like children. So it seems we'll be joined by rock, paper, scissors. Looks like this is it. Here's your three-way.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
It was just a paper. Oh, crap.
Oh, yes!
Who's the scissors? Paper does. Ah.
Oh, yes!
Oh, well.
Okay, that's
Wasn't gonna be perfect anyway.
I wonder how you did. A little sloppy, but I still love you. Let's see what this earnest attempt did to your overall score. So, was it as good for you as it was for me? Probably better. Okay, let's get on with the game. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how
Duly
round two
noted.
treats you. Every question in
All
round
right.
2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. I need a category. Well, what do we have here? Frat boys from outer space. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Okay, let's say the planets of the solar system have a beer bash and start disturbing the peace. Because it has no natural satellites, which of these planets would not be able to moon a passing comet? Saturn, Mercury, Uranus, or Mars? Mercury has no moons.
Oh, thank goodness.
They only let him into the party because he agreed to the panty raid on Venus. Okay, pick a category. Let's see what we got going. Unsinkable ad campaigns. $2,000 says you don't know this one.
Alrighty.
Hey, have you seen any of those Titanic TV shows, or maybe that Titanic movie, or maybe that Titanic Broadway show? Well, the Titanic was the first ship to use a particular rescue-related invention. Considering this, which product would be the best choice to sponsor a production about the Titanic? Lifesavers candy, Lifebuoy soap, SOS scouring pads, or Black Flag bug spray? Just doesn't get any wronger than this.
Really? Is it
Let's take a
Lifebuoy?
look at the right answer. The Titanic was the first ship to use an SOS signal.
She sank to the ocean floor, but damn, her galley was spotless.
Okay,
Alrighty.
category.
I can't think without this, with all that loud music. Because you know I'm grandpa at this stage.
I can't think with all this loud music. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. When you figure out what the hell I'm talking about here, hit your buzzer and type in the answer, okay? What's that movie that stars John Travolta?
Yep.
The one where he dances in almost every scene. It was directed by Sylvester Stallone, too. You know, it's the sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
Okay, got you.
Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive.
Yep.
That's right, Sylvester Stallone directed John Travolta in the movie in which disco dancer Tony Manero becomes a big Broadway star, despite the fact that he had to wear a really silly headband.
I think the headband was the least objectionable part of that wardrobe.
Here we have March Madness and other sports-related disorders. How does $4,000 grab you? Let's rock. If the Duke University Blue Devils basketball team members came down with a case of the Blue Devils, how might it affect their play in the NCAA tournament? Demonic possession would cause foul trouble, diarrhea would disrupt the flow of the game, depression would prevent them from playing, or a skin rash would hamper their mobility.
I think Blue Devil is another word for depression.
If you have a case of the Blue Devils, you are depressed.
All right, Blue Devils, let's go out there and kick some butt.
Yeah.
Category, please. I got some good news for you. You're about to move into
This
a
or that.
This Dis or Dat's category name is things with similar intelligence levels. I'm gonna read off 7 points, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a Joe Esterhaus movie, a mineral, or both.
Oh,
As each
both,
one comes
okay.
up, if it's an Esterhaus movie, press 1. If it's a mineral, press 2. If it's both, press 3. And to skip, press 4. Each correct answer will net you $1,000. And you lose $1,000 if you get it wrong or if you don't get to it at all. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Jagged Edge, Esterhaus movie, mineral, or both?
That's a movie.
Bloodstone.
Mineral.
Jade.
Both.
Bauxite.
Mineral.
Silver.
Esterhaus. Oh, it's both.
Liver.
That's Esterhaus.
Last one. Fool's Gold.
Mineral.
That's all she wrote. Only one wrong. Pretty damn good, cowboy. Let's toss that into your
Eh,
total.
works for me.
Now, doesn't that feel better? Good. Let's move on. Okay, pick a...
I hate people that ruin films. I'm just now finally getting started on watching Get Out.
Category is
Several years
ruining
after
the
somebody
movie
had to
for me.
spoil
You
the
get
ending of that
4,000
one.
clams for this
Really
one.
upset
All right,
me.
imagine this one. You're in a movie theater watching the 1980 biopic about John Merrick. If Mr. Merrick suddenly comes in and takes the seat in front of you, what might you think to yourself? This guy shows up late for everything. Does he have to put his feet up like that? Have a little popcorn with your butter. Or, great, now I can't see the damn movie.
I think it'd be number 4.
The movie you're watching is The Elephant Man, the story of John Merrick, a Victorian circus freak with a huge bulbous-shaped noggin. Well, you might not be able to see the movie, but you could laugh really loud during all the sad parts. I need a category.
Mom, I don't want horseshoes for breakfast.
Well, looks like this category is...
Mom, I don't want horseshoes for breakfast.
One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. If Lucky the Leprechaun used technical terms to list the different marshmallows in Lucky Charms, which of these would not be included?
Pink hollow muscular organs, yellow crystallized carbon gems, orange gaseous celestial bodies,
Or...
green leafy leguminous herbs.
Ooh. I think it's Orange Moon.
No, orange stars are a part of this nutritious breakfast. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. There are no yellow diamonds in a box of Lucky Charms. The diamonds are blue. If you're lucky,
Blue
though, you might
diamonds.
find a surprise yellow diamond ring at the bottom of the box. Category, please. And I believe this one's called That's a Pack Jack. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Considering his troublesome followers, which of these specialists would be most qualified to help Pac-Man? A parasitologist, a psychopharmacologist, a parapotomologist, or a parapsychologist?
A parapsychologist. Pac-Man's got issues with ghosts.
Parapsychology is the study of the paranormal, or those events which are not explained by natural law, like the ghost that harassed Pac-Man and his family. However, he'll need to call someone else about his tendency to eat the ghosts. All right, hit me. Step right up for question 19. Open wide and get ready for nice packs. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way.
All right, let's
see
do
how
it.
You handle this one. How many Gregory Pecks would it take to make a Gregory bushel? 1/16, 1, 2, or 4?
I think it's 4.
You need 4 Gregory Pecks to make a Gregory Bushel. You know, I really loved Gregory Peck and the gradiated tons of Navarone. Okay, I need a category.
Question number 20.
This
Alrighty.
one likes to go by. Christ, who left this mess? Better wake up. There's $6,000 at stake. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. If Andy Warhol had included references to some of his other famous works when he painted his Last Supper series, which of these would you not have seen? Mary ordering a Starbucks, Peter washing pots with a Brillo soap pad, Paul drinking Coca-Cola, or Jesus eating Campbell's soup?
I don't think Starbucks would be it.
Andy Warhol painted many advertising images, but he never copied Starbucks.
Would you like room for cream?
No, my son, my cup runneth over.
Okay.
Need a category.
Three's Company.
Time for the attack. When you see 2 words that match,
Here goes
hit
the
your
heartbeat.
buzzer. You get it right, you get 2,000 in the bank. Get it wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of 2,000. Just one more thing to remember. Remember the clue. The 2 words that match have to fit this clue. 3's company. But will you be sharing anyone's company on the high scoreboard? Guess we'll see about that.
All right. Harry? The Ugly. Clint Eastwood film. Two Smoking Barrels. Sinker. Roll. Doctor, lawyer. Pursue happiness. Oh, okay. I don't think I've heard of that one, but it kept popping up.
Well, slap my face and call me sugar. Let's see how you check your final score. That's the game.
Okay.
Player, I couldn't have
That's
done a
pretty
better job
good.
myself. But then I wasn't playing by myself, was I? But seriously, player, and I don't say this to just everybody.
Nice work, people. Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
Okay, dear, I'll see you tonight.
Player, I know it sounds impressive to be on the high scoreboard, but there was an empty slot there. Basically, you're just filler. But if you'd like to play again, we'd be happy to set you up. Let me know when you're ready.
I mean, it's so good, though.
Make sure he takes care of him.
And this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack, Volume 3. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like the video, and spread the word. We'll see you next time here on Tickets Please Gaming as the arcade is now closed.